gotta cover the logo.
We ain't getting sponsored.
We're not sponsored by.
We ain't being sponsored by that company.
We're not sponsored by
yet.
this Coke.
If they want to, I'll eat a donut. I'll drink some coffee.
I'm vegan, but I'll eat a donut too.
Hashtag sponsor.
Can y'all come with a vegan donut? Y'all got enough money.
Oh God, please do.
So I can eat. I'm bitch hungry.
The elevator to success is broken. Take the stairs.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome. Take the Stairs is back.
Yes.
Come on. And today we have a guest, as you can see, Mr. DeShawn Bowens over here.
So happy to be joining you guys.
Yes.
Don't they look great? I didn't get the memo. That's why I did a t-shirt. And they just came from Met Gala.
But
and I just cleaned up Met Gala.
But let's just acknowledge how beautiful this
Yes.
was. I mean, check out this
Some
adorable
people don't need the extra. They're just trying to
Exactly.
walk in, giving you structure and lines and body and
Peoples. Beautiful black men.
yes,
Beautiful black men.
all around.
As a matter of fact, look at this lineup. I just realized this. We are the dreams.
I was like, what trio? We got a lot of trios going on here.
We got
Any trio.
We got the dreams. We got the dynamites.
Dynamites.
The radio from Carolina.
The radio kit, or you have
the urchins.
The urchins with Little Shop.
Yes.
We got Hercules.
All of them.
We do. We just need two more. But we can be the main three. We got Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
TLC. The Supremes.
The Supreme.
We're here.
The trio.
All of them.
That's what I'm dressed like. I'm dressed like the Supremes.
You are. What's funny is I was watching like a recap episode last night.
Yeah.
Because I love Jessica Lange, and yes, that hat.
Yes.
You are supreme.
And let's just kind of catch up with what's been happening, Mearcus, since the last one. That was the beginning of March.
It's been working, growing. I'm now in the process of becoming an IBO. For those of you who don't know what an IBO is, it's an independent business owner. Back on the audition game because I took a little bit of a break. Been in the gym, working on my fitness. Shout out to Fergie. Yeah, just really growing as an individual because I feel like you have to continue to grow for your craft to be able to benefit. And I feel like at a certain point in my life, especially earlier on, I got to a point, I got comfortable, but now I'm purposely making myself uncomfortable so I can grow and become a better person.
Absolutely.
So that way you all can enjoy the work that I'm going to do. Also today is, what is today? May 7th. I know this video probably won't be out later today, but I am releasing an independent short that I did called Infinity, a Sailor Moon fan film today, which DeShawn is actually a part of.
Oh my god!
And so that actually has been released today at noon. I'll post the links all over my social media.
They will be in the description box below as well, so get on that.
Yeah, I worked super hard on that for a long time. If you're not an avid Sailor Moon fan, you'll be a little bit lost, but there is a description of the story in the box below.
Yes. Come on.
On black director,
What?
black actor,
Black filmmaker.
Support.
Exactly.
Yes, support. Man of many talents.
Exactly. I'm trying to be the next.
And
Amy
she's like, who? I was bragging to you about to our roommate, and I was like, does he sew? I was like, I call him Eveline. She's running a sweatshop in here.
Because, okay, so for those of you that don't know, currently DeShawn and I live together. So, meaning that he'll hear me in my room in the middle of the night just... That's my sewing machine going off.
I swear it's like a beat to it.
And it's literally like, whack! Whack!
That's why I call him Eveline.
I'm bringing no bad news.
Oh my God. Please don't.
Whatsoever.
What about you, James? What's been new with you?
Oh goodness, it's been a lot of, I'll be honest, a lot of heaviness, to be totally honest. That last episode we did have a moment where we did talk about grief.
We did.
Because I did have a cousin who had just passed, and just after that, my grandmother started taking a turn for the worse. I went home about 3 times in total between just to visit her and also going back to the funeral when she did pass. Mm-hmm. I was between here in New York and back home for the past couple months, seeing about her, checking in on the family, and that took a lot out of me. You know, I did have to take a little break from most auditions. I was still out here.
Of course.
You know, when I had,
absolutely. Like,
I was still out here for like certain things, but like if it wasn't like in my heart or like I hadn't made a commitment to go, I had to take care of me for a while. And so that's what I've been doing, and slowly but surely getting back in the swing of things. The weather changing, like actual spring being here, is helpful.
Yes.
It's helpful for me. So other than that, just, you know, remembering the good times I had with my grandmother, and, you know, knowing that she is with me. Her presence is not gone. That physical body may be gone, but you know what? She's not suffering anymore. And that's what I have to remember.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing. Other than that, just auditioning, getting close to stuff.
Booking, good energy.
Sending good energy out for certain things. And, you know, for the stuff that didn't quite work out, we're on to the next.
It always has a bigger and better plan for you. So
and like, we're going to get spiritual real quick.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm always ready to get spiritual. That's where I live.
Recently, you know, I've been back to, you know, journaling and meditating and praying and everything consistently. And like, what has been on my heart is asking, you know, God, the universe, everything, to allow me to empower, allow me to inspire, allow me to be of service, and put me in places where I can continually be of service, whether that's, you know, as a performer, whether that's me teaching yoga, trusting that where I need to be because I am in a position where I can be of service, where it's most needed right now.
And sometimes that next job that you book might just be God or the universe needs to put you in a place to touch that person.
Absolutely.
Because you're like, why didn't I get this? Sometimes it's not always about that. It's more like the bigger plan. I need you to book this job because there's someone who needs you. And you never know. You never know.
You never know. So that's kind of been the place where I've been. It's been hard. There's been some hard no's that I really wanted, but I was just like, this may not be the place I am needed now.
Come on.
After I've been mad for an hour.
To be real, like after an hour.
I've been mad for an hour, had a little bit of chocolate. I never liked you, no way. No, just kidding. No. But then I'm like, you know, it's just not where I need to be right now.
Yeah.
Now, DeShawn, give us like, I don't know, the 15-second life story situation. How did you get here?
How did I get here? Well, I just came out the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm originally from Portsmouth, Virginia, but lived in Norfolk, Virginia up until college. And I went to a performing arts high school there, which like boosted me off to college, where I went to Elon University. And then if I say what year I graduated, we're going to age, so we're not going to do that. No. We're just going to go according to John.
Like Mother Shirley Ralph says, when they ask you age, you say never.
Because they're not allowed to do that.
They're not.
That is against the law, against the rules of everything. So, yes, after that wonderful year of graduation, I did my first, I guess second professional job was doing Legally Blonde on Norwegian Cruise Lines, because I was like, I need money to move to New York City, and I just, you know, I don't come from parents who were both doctors and lawyers and could just send their little Caucasian kid off to New York City and also have them pay their rent. So my parents were like, you want to do this? You got to do this. We'll help you, but like don't depend on us.
Yes.
And so doing that Norwegian cruise ship was the best thing that like boosted me to New York City. And like it was hard because I'd never even been on a cruise ship for like entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, you're offering me all this money to just sing and dance, and I don't have to pay for rent, I'm not paying for food. So the most logical thing was to, instead of moving straight to New York City without a job, why don't I take this job and then move to New York City?
Come on.
New York's always here. Like my friends and teachers were like, it's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Like you're obviously, this came to you for a reason, so you need to do that.
Yeah.
So I did that for about 6 months, and then moved the summer of 2016. June 2016 is when I officially moved to New York City. We've been here.
Come on, doing the things.
Doing some regional stuff, some things here, some things there.
Yeah.
This one is always booked, okay?
I mean, it's the house. I swear, it's you. You are the company that you keep, and I always try to stay around people who are positive, who have just amazing energy, and just like I don't know. The saying is true. It's like you are the company you keep.
It's
and
true.
Like,
It's
everyone
true.
I hang with is blessed. Booked and blessed, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm not doing what I want to do right now, if I know that God is in the neighborhood, He's in the so if my friend is in their winning season, and they are in my circle of friends, I'm like, oh, God's in the neighborhood.
Yes.
So I just gotta wait.
Yeah.
I can't be like, oh man, well this person, this is their 8th, 9th. I'm like, oh well, God's in the neighborhood, so I'm just gonna wait. So you know, like that's how I choose to live life, at least here in New York City.
And I feel like that kind of attitude helps to keep a person sane because
Lord be in God.
it's so easy to become bitter, jaded, and negative when you see all your peers or friends progressing and you're like, well, what about me? What about me?
And I was telling a friend the other day, I was like, if we were all like doctors or lawyers or like literally any other profession, it would not matter
At all.
who was doing what.
Right.
But because of the nature of this profession and the business, it's so easy for that little green monster of comparison to come out and be like, mishmash, blah, 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 blah. But like you said earlier, you just gotta just stay in that positive mindset and like, you know, when it's your turn, it's your turn.
It is your
season,
turn.
it's your time.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of a winning season, it is time to talk about the Tony Awards. Tony.
I don't know about y'all, but I think my invitation got lost in the mail.
It doesn't happen until June, beginning of June, so I mean, there's still time for it
like
to get
June
here.
7th, 8th,
9th or
there's
something
some
like
time,
that.
I changed addresses. Equity doesn't know where I live.
Yeah.
You gotta be
Yeah.
on top of that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the nominees and who was nominated big this year. It's Hades Town with 14 nominations.
14.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't Too Proud with 12.
Yes.
Hey,
Most black people on Broadway.
Come
in
on.
a show
Okay.
right
Come
now
on.
with one non-black person in the cast.
And
I think
yes.
that's pretty
And a
amazing.
show that all three of us can, shall, and will be
Literally.
in.
Will.
Not to
Will.
throw that in there.
You know.
Will. Just
But I
happens.
mean, all we need are
Beautiful
two.
black men. Like,
All we need are two more on the other side.
literally, I was like,
Shall we start with the nominees for Best Musical?
Let's start with Best Musical.
Okay, so Ain't Too Proud is obviously like the one in my book.
Yeah.
For the obvious reasons, because I'm pretty sure you all did too.
Yeah.
Grew up to the music of the Temptations. I always wanted to be in a boy band. Beetlejuice. How do you feel about that guy?
Beetlejuice. I have
I've not seen it
yet.
I haven't seen it. I heard that it's an ode to the movie, but it's not necessarily the movie on stage.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the same is with Tootsie, which I
With
did
Tootsie?
say it's a beautiful homage to the movie, but it's not. Speaking of movie musicals, it's not really the movie.
Okay.
On stage, they did change quite a few things actually.
Okay, I can see that.
Alright, Hades Town. Now, I don't know much about Hades Town, but I've been seeing the promos everywhere, and people have had some amazing things to say. And apparently, there's a track in it for us.
Oh, yeah. There is. I mean, my friend Malcolm's in it.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for him. I know a few people in it.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy about Hades Town, especially Mr. DeShields.
I know.
Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment? This man is the Wiz.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Is the Wiz.
Yes.
Can we talk about sustained excellence for a second?
Sustained.
Can we talk about decades?
Decades.
Can we talk about Tony nominations in the 70s, the 90s, and the 20 teens?
Sustained.
Slay in
Can we
the
talk about
game.
that for a second?
Slay in the game. Talk
Oh my
about
God.
longevity.
Longevity. I love Billy Porter, but
Oh my
before
God.
before
Yes.
Billy, I'm like, there was Andre.
There was
Andre.
I love Billy, love him.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, can we get into Billy's Met Gala look from last night? Cause that gold hunty.
The chair, the men.
The men's
Oh.
is.
Held,
He said, I'm gonna walk in here like Grace Jones, covered
Grace
in,
Jones.
dipped in solid 24 karat gold.
I
Grace
mean,
Jones
the
also-
wishes.
I know.
Also, I would love to give a shout out to my dear friend, the makeup artist that helped put that look together, LaSonia Gunter.
did that.
She did that.
She
I had to,
did
when I
that.
saw the pictures this morning, I had to text her and be like, girl, you did that.
LaSonia
Wow.
threw it down.
LaSonia has done this face a few times
Hey.
too. And
Mm-hmm.
That girl knows her makeup. If you are looking for a celebrity makeup artist, that's the person to go to. She's been she's been working with Billy in Kinky Boots for years, so she's done every single Lola on Broadway. Fierce.
Yes.
Wow. Absolutely fierce.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. The next show is The Prom. Now, I don't know much about this show. I did see a performance. I was working at a gala last night, and I did see the performance of the cast, and I actually was blown away. Like, those kids got some strong pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I saw a run through of the show right before it transferred to Broadway, so I just didn't see like sets and like but like it is actually really moving.
Yeah.
It's like cool. Like it's actually really good, and like the story, obviously, like it's just a lot of fun.
People are really
yeah.
I hear people are really into the story. I have not seen it yet. I do have a friend in that one, so happy for all of that.
Yeah.
All that celebration and critical acclaim over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully they run.
Right.
Hopefully he keeps a check.
Hi, Sheldon.
Hey.
Sheldon Henry.
Oh, hi, Sheldon. And Tootsie's also in this category, yes, for best musical.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there's like a little thing.
Have you seen Ain't Too Proud?
I have not.
You've not seen
I've
it yet.
seen it 4 times before Broadway, and then I recently, so I saw it way back in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I saw it recently this past Tuesday.
I saw the workshop, the very first one.
Okay.
But I haven't seen any of the out of town tryouts. I haven't seen the Broadway production yet. I did get to see them do a live performance last night at that same gala, and they slayed.
What?
Yes.
And those were the understudies that were on because the actual leads were on
that gala. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
those looks.
So and they were serving looks
they were
too.
giving us a
I
shit
saw those kilts.
I was like James Harkness in that kilt.
I was like, but did you peep that heel that he had on?
The heel, and he was also standing in a third position.
Yes.
No.
That's
that
training.
Yes.
That's that training.
Yes. And Jeremy Pope's hair is just gold.
Oh my god, he inspired me. I was like,
mad at that hair.
But what about Derek's hair? Because Derek did that little comb.
Let the comb through the silk and press. And
like,
Ephraim had
the
large part with the afro.
Yes.
I was like, and then like, I don't know if that's the style, but explain this to me, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna like put the picture up. But like, I noticed that like 3 of them had like mismatched socks.
Oh yeah, that was intentional.
I think
that was intentional. Okay, because I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, did they all like buy 2 pairs of socks and say?
They all got lost and they were like, I guess you're gonna wear mine.
Yeah,
you were wrong.
Or is that no? This is a genuine question. Or is that like the brand where one has like the stripes on it and one doesn't?
Maybe. It was intentional either way.
I believe it was intentional. I was just like, how did that work out? Because the costume designer in me was trying to figure it out. That's bad. So best play.
I ain't seen nothing.
Actually,
I saw Fireboy. I saw
Fireboy.
That's towards the top of the list.
Top of the list.
And let's get into that because Jeremy is in Ain't Too Proud
nominated.
And he's in Choir Boy.
I think it's a win-win situation.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
He's definitely walking with somebody.
I was like, it's a win-win situation.
If I even say, I personally think he's gonna end up getting it for Choir Boy because Ain't Too Proud got 1 million nominations and they're probably gonna end up giving it. You think so?
It's hard. I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, because
or Mr. DeShields.
Touché.
It's 2 black men, 3 black men
in that category.
Wow! Let's just say win for that.
It's featured,
That's amazing.
It's featured in the musical.
God.
Jeremy, Mr. DeShields, and Ephraim.
So somebody who looks like us is going to walk away with a Tony on June 9th or June 7th. That's amazing. I didn't know it was like 3 black. That's amazing.
In that category. Yep.
All right, let's see. So we got the Choir Boy, the Ferryman, Gary, a sequel to
Titus.
Directed by George C. Wolfe.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, I need to see it. What show is this?
Gary.
I need to see this.
It looks really good.
I love George C.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Then we got Ink and What the Constitution Means to Me.
Yes. I've only seen Choir Boy.
Seen Choir Boy and Ferryman.
Yes. I hear Ferryman's intense.
It is.
Well, I ain't seen that.
I heard nothing. Yeah, it's 3 acts.
Okay.
Just be prepared for 3 acts. But it's like amazing.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're gonna move on to Best Survival of a Musical. We have Oklahoma
Woo!
and Kiss Me Kate.
Yes.
With Miss Kelly
O'Hara.
She was also at the event last night.
Of course.
Wow. Yes. Then we got Best Survival of a Play, All My Sons, The Boys in the Band, Burn This, Torch Song, The Waverly Gallery.
Yes.
I have not seen
Any of
I need
those.
to.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Best book of a musical. Ain't Too Proud.
Let's just talk about that for 1 second.
Yes.
Because Dominique Morisseau
Yes.
is the first black female to be nominated in this category in like at least 20 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like,
Who was
I know-
the last
I
person?
think-
Lorraine Hansberry?
No, oh goodness. It may be even longer than that. It may be back to the 70s.
Yeah, I think it's
For
good.
book of a
Wow.
musical,
Mhm.
I feel like she's just gotta win just because of that. Like,
and it's good.
and it's great. Yes, obviously it is so like having seen shows that are built the same way in this. What do you call that?
Jukebox.
Jukebox
Yeah.
type of show where it's like we're really depending on the music to get us through the story. I must say that the
is
book was like the first thing
structured.
I
Yeah.
noticed.
It is tight.
It
There is
is-
story.
yeah.
It is compelling.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that I can say about it, and I can say this because all three of us are avid Dreamgirls fans.
Yes.
I know. I had to bring it up.
Of course.
What show?
You know, like I remember when I first like fell in love with the musical Dreamgirls. I had always wanted to see a male version of it.
Oh my lord.
And not to say that this is,
I mean, well, that's what I said when I
Yeah.
first saw it. I was like, and it's in the Imperial Theater where
Which is
Dreamgirls-
where
Oh,
Dream-
isn't that funny though?
yeah,
Like, if the formula of the show is very similar to Dreamgirls.
yeah,
And there are some moments. There are some moments.
Yeah.
right, because they even
Like when Ephraim leaves that
You
group.
get the replacement, who's just as good.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's very, very.
Like,
I
and,
never.
and all you want to say is David. Oh, this was supposed to.
but basically, all that show is missing.
Stop.
In that closing Act 1 number, all they're missing is David sitting in a chair in his costume just going back. That's the only thing that's missing. The only thing.
Oh my God! Can you
so
imagine?
The only thing.
Mad.
Oh my God!
I'm so mad right now.
Oh my God! I can't wait to go see this show because I'm gonna think of you two
yeah.
the entire time.
Everybody's gonna be emotional. You're gonna be laughing.
Because I'm gonna be
Happy in the back of the room, just giggling.
Because I'm gonna think about this
With
moment
the church giggles.
And the hat.
and the hat. I'm gonna do just like Diana Ross did when she went to go see Dreamgirls.
Go in the back.
I'm gonna wear my fur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wear my glasses and the big hat and just be. I'm sitting in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, this is amazing. But yes, I've always wanted to see a black male version of Dreamgirls,
Mhm.
and I feel like this is probably, this is
Yeah,
it. This is
it's
what
yeah.
thing.
yeah, and I'm excited to see it,
Yes.
and I'm even more excited to do it one day.
Hey,
Alright.
speak it.
Beetlejuice.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
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 Again, another one we need to see.
Mhm.
Then we have Hades Town. I really want to see this because I hear so many good things about it.
Yeah.
The Prom.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny.
And Tootsie.
Tootsie saw it. The book is hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Okay.
It's really good.
All right.
All right. Then we got Best Original Score. So starting off, Beetlejuice.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Once the soundtrack hits Amazon, iTunes, I'll give it a
You'll get
listen.
it.
Right.
Be More Chill.
Uh-huh. That's Joe Iconis.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Let me do that. So we got Hades Town by Anais Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got The
Love
Prom with
A lot of fun.
music by Matthew Sklar.
Sklar.
Lyrics by
Chad Beglin.
Thank you.
Is that like Wedding Singer? Do you know?
so.
Because the music is very similar, and I
Mhm.
love those like
Yes.
techno 80s type of
Yeah.
musicals, and it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Tootsie by David Yazbek.
Mm-hmm.
See, I know I pronounced that one. And then To Kill a Mockingbird by Adam Guettel.
Ghetto.
Ghetto. Yeah.
Ghetto. Which is a play.
Which is a
That's
play.
so interesting, though.
Plays,
isn't
well,
it?
yeah, but like that happens. It happens every once in a while. Like the Revival of Fences got nominated for Best Score.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because the score stipulations it's best music or lyrics
Oh.
in a production can be nominated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best Direction of a Play. We
Uh-huh.
have Rupert Gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for Ink.
Uh-huh.
Sam Mendes for The Ferryman.
Uh-huh.
Bartlett
Shear.
Shear.
Mm-hmm.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Ivo von
Hove.
Wow.
Network.
Yes, I want to see that.
Yes, I heard that.
And George C. Wolfe.
Yay!
Harry.
Blackity black black.
Ain't seen nothing, but we just
Nothing.
sharing.
But it's our community. We got some
that's true. That's
support.
true. Yeah.
Supporting.
And then we got Best Direction of a Musical.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hades Town, so that's Rachel
Shofkin.
Mm-hmm.
Tootsie, which is Scott Ellis.
Uh-huh.
Oklahoma, Daniel Fish.
Yes.
Des McAnuff, Ain't
Ain't
Too
Too
Proud.
Yeah.
Casey Nicola, The Prom. Best Leading Actor in a Musical.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with The Prom. Brooks.
Ashmanskas.
Yes.
Also known.
Voiceovers might be in your future.
Hey!
Come on.
Also known as the one white person in Shuffle Along.
Wait, really? Who
Yeah,
was
that was him. That was Brooks.
Brooks, Ashman.
I'm trying to remember the show. The one white person.
He shuffled
I
along.
didn't know there was one white person in Shuffle
I
Along.
saw it twice. I'm just trying to know.
Then
Shuffle
we,
Along was a while ago. Keep
then
going.
we got Uncle Derek Baskins.
Black, petite,
Ain't
black,
Too
black,
Proud,
black,
playing
black,
the role
black.
of Otis Williams.
Which is so funny, side note, because I watched an interview with him and he
Uh-huh.
was like, the last time he was on Broadway was in Memphis,
Yes,
which
it
was
was.
a minute ago. And he went from a non-speaking role to like leading a show now, which is so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
But we do have to give him his props because in Memphis, he didn't speak for the first act of the show.
And
but
then
when
he shut it down.
When he did.
Yeah. He closed that first act with
Say a
Say a
prayer.
Prayer. Yeah.
And shut it down.
He will always be the comfort counselor.
Oh,
Spelling
yeah.
Bee. I was like, I don't care what happens.
Yes.
I was like, he could be in movies. I was like, he'll always be
He's always
comfort
closing
counselor.
act ones.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're often.
Close it. Yeah, we're
hired to
closing.
do.
Close a good scream. Act 1.
Sorry.
Who can come back?
So DeShawn is new to the council, so we have to let him know what that
He said
moment
the
was.
council.
The council.
Me and James usually have these moments where we throw a little bit of shade, and we just give the camera
Just
a
give the
look.
camera a little.
So I don't know if you caught what James just
I'll do it
said.
again.
Okay, so say the line again.
Because that's closing act 1 is what we're often hired to do.
So we have Alex Brightman in Beetlejuice.
Sings down.
Yes.
I haven't seen Beetlejuice, but I know he sings.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have trouble saying this last name. Oklahoma Damon.
Dono.
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 For the record, I'm just terrible at pronouncing names. It took me forever to realize how to pronounce Saquon's name, and I've been a fan of her since I was a kid. For Tootsie, we have Santino Fontana.
Absolutely. He's so great. And it's just like, oh, amazing.
I've had a talent crush on him for a minute. Just a minute.
He's so good.
Because the first thing I saw him in was a play, The Importance of Being Earnest, the most recent revival.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just joyous. I was like, I couldn't stop smiling the entire time. Then I found out he could sing, and I wanted to smack his face.
He is singing.
And I
in
was
this
like, God, you sing
show.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good. Keep going.
So now we're at Best Feature Actor in a Musical.
Hey.
We're gonna start off with the King of Black Broadway, who has decades.
Decades.
Oh, yes.
We have Mr. Andre DeShield
Yes.
for Hadestown.
Mm-hmm.
Black.
Okay. This is for Tootsie. Andy Gro. We're just gonna call him Andy. You know who you are, Andy.
And you're fantastic.
Yes. I need to go see Tootsie apparently. Then we have Patrick Page for Hadestown.
Yes.
Also 2 for the same.
Yes.
Oh, but then okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh, because now we got Jeremy Pope and
Yeah.
Ephraim Sykes for
Yes.
Ain't Too Proud.
Ain't Too Proud.
Look
Yeah.
at that. All right. Well,
Yes.
what do you feel?
The category is stacked.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It
That's
is
a lot
It's gonna be
of
hard. It's a lot of
category.
It's like asking a mother to pick her favorite child. It's like, well, you're all great. You're all
Just
wonderful.
is.
You just gotta
It just is.
pick somebody. It's hard. That's gonna be really difficult.
It's stacked.
Lord, and the right mother would say, I love whoever's in front of me at that moment. Well, what do you do if all three of you, all three are in front of you?
My gut, my
Yikes.
heart says Ephraim, but that or Mr. DeShields, but that category is act.
Sometimes it could be a whoopsie too, where it's like you thought and it's like, oh nope, it could go to
Yeah.
it could be a whoopsie.
You never know.
Ladies.
Ladies.
Oh, we want to do ladies?
When I said actors, I was inclusive. That was gender inclusive. It's 2019.
Okay, well they have a.
Like, we don't care about the men.
You thought we only
The
cared about the
chocolate
men?
Best leading actress in the musical. We're gonna start with Miss Stephanie J. Block.
I love her. I have loved her since I was probably 12 years old, and I just was obsessed with Wicked. And I was like, I love Adina, but who is this woman who's her understudy? I'm praying this woman gets a Tony Award this year because that talent, she's
so good.
Not only that, I don't know if it was you who recently told me this, DeShawn, but she was the one who did all the demos.
Wicked, yes.
She did. She's in that work. If you watch, go on YouTube and look at there's like a Wicked documentary where they're like showing the original cast and the choreography. You will see her like dancing in the ensemble. Like she was in the original.
Before went out of town.
Before went out of town.
Right.
Like,
Because
she booked Boy from Oz.
Yeah.
And didn't do it on Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly,
And that's how Shoshana was the first standby.
Yeah.
Because Stephanie was gonna be the original standby.
Wait.
Stephanie. What?
Well, okay, so now I'm confusing the Wicked timeline. I thought it was Eden first. Because Eden looked just like Adina.
It wasn't.
It wasn't?
It wasn't. Stephanie was the original. Did it out of town. Was gonna do it on Broadway as a standby. Stephanie gets Boy from Oz.
Got it.
Shoshana books the standby for Broadway.
Yeah.
And then Eden came shortly after. Okay, so then we got Caitlin Kinnunen for prom.
She's great. She's absolutely wonderful.
Beth.
I'm rooting for her too. I love
for the
her.
prom.
She's so funny.
She has already won before.
Oh yes.
Then we have Eva Noblezada for Hadestown.
Young, but yes.
Kelly O'Hara for Kiss Me, Casey Young.
She's already won before too.
Yes, Kelly's won before, and
several,
Kelly's won her 7th nomination.
Yeah.
Best featured actress in a musical. So we got Lily Cooper for Toots.
Black
Yes! Second generation nominee up here. Her dad is Chuck Cooper.
Oh.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah.
We have Amber Gray for Hadestown.
Love her.
Yes.
Okay. Sarah Styles for Tootsie.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's so funny.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in the show.
Song,
I haven't seen the show, but I've seen her in other stuff. She's so funny.
That nomination is well deserved.
Yeah.
And then we have Ali Stroker for Oklahoma.
Yes, come on.
And the final person in the category for Best Featured Actress in a Musical, we have Miss Mary Testa for Oklahoma.
Yes.
So funny.
Yes.
And another person of like when we talk about sustained greatness, she's had a career.
Was this her first nomination?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I got
I
so mad. I got so
So
mad.
do you see? Do you see this dynamic here?
I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry.
Effie, did you have to attack Lorella like that?
So mad. Sorry. Obviously, I like Mary Testa.
Effie, she had nothing to do with this.
Sorry,
change.
Mary. This is obviously not your first.
Oh, Mary. Mary.
Mary, did you know that you have a fan over here?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so we are excited about the Tony Awards.
It's gonna be a good year.
It's going to be a fun year. We just wanted to come in, say hello, introduce y'all to Mr. DeShawn over here.
Yes. Be on the lookout, because this one here going to be in somebody's chorus, Broadway kicking
and as
face.
these two, listen, you look. As these two, we send it up a prayer.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
y'all.
We do what? We say a prayer?
Say a prayer.
Come on.
Come on, Effie.
That change is coming.
Come on.
I can't do no more because I'll get there.
Yes, you can. Listen, what's sad? You'll beat me up for this, but I know that song, but I don't know that song.
Actually,
I covered it. I covered the role, so yeah, I know it. Yeah.
I'm so jealous you did that. Funny, this is quick side note.
Yeah.
My resume is full of shows that are not particularly black shows, and it's so funny, especially when you talk about African American actors. It's like either you are that one actor that's cast in every black show there ever was since Moses, or you are cast as the one or two black people in every non-black show And that's just kind of how it is. And as far as my resume, my bio doesn't read thousands of black shows, which, you know, I don't need to like trade the topic, but what do you guys think about
I've had moments where I looked at my resume, I'm just like, there's no Dream Girls here. And for a while, like up until last year, and when I did Ain't Misbehaving, I had never done a show with
once again!
I had never done a show with an all-black cast.
Yeah.
Until I did Ain't Misbehaving a year ago.
Wow. I have the same syndrome. Like, I've always been besides doing the 100 Hairspray productions I've done,
I don't think Hairspray truly counts as a black show.
It doesn't count.
But it's the most black people I've ever worked with because they have to have at least 8 of us. And every production I've done has been at least 8 black people.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's including Motormouth or not, but it's at least 8 black people. At least the times I've done it.
Yes.
And that's the most black casting I've ever done. Every other show, I'm that one black guy, or there's a couple of us, but it's never really. I've never done a Dream Girls yet.
Yes.
I've never done a Shuffle Along, a Memphis, even though that's another one where it's kind of like half and half. I've never done a show where we know that every Sunday performance we're gonna pray and
Color Purple
and shout. Never done Color Purple. Would love to do Color Purple. I've never. Actually, no, I'm lying. There was one show I did that was a majority black cast, and it was my first professional show. I did it at the Lyric Opera in Chicago in 2008.
Like the opera, the lyric,
the Lyric Opera in Chicago.
Where Chicago? I mean, where West Side's happening. Go on. Sorry, beautiful. Oh my god.
I did it in 2008. I'm aging myself.
I'm like, why are you giving age?
But wait. Let me finish this because there's a reason why I'm saying that year.
Keep going.
It was an all-black show. I was doing in Chicago at the Lyric Opera in Chicago in November of 2008. And the name of that show was Porgy and Bess. And the reason I'm mentioning that year is because November 2008 was the year Obama got into office.
See, I was praising.
Yes.
Y'all was praising.
And baby, when I tell you the energy and the electricity of that cast was amazing. And for me, being a young new actor at the time, being around all of those seasoned black opera singers.
Was it Wadetta in your cast?
Who?
Wadetta or Ife Butler?
Wadetta Carter?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't, but that's my theater mama.
Yeah. Just met her, but keep going.
She's another former Effie. And then who was the second person you just asked?
Ife Butler.
Ife Butler.
And to see her as sophisticated.
I know.
Her
of
Patricia.
Ife.
No, Felicia Fields.
Yeah. I do know of Ife.
Voice.
I don't think I've ever Felicia Fields' auntie.
Ooh.
But I've never met Ife, but I've heard of Ife.
Yes.
I think we've met maybe once or twice, but I've heard fabulous things. But yes, so that is probably the blackest experience I've ever had. I am
so jealous. You guys have both done more black shows than I have done. And I'm like, I just never understand, because I used to be like, am I not black enough to be put in the black? Just to be real talk. And I'm like, or am I too? I don't understand.
It happens.
When I look at the majority of my resume, I felt the exact same way, because I was like, when do I get to, it makes me question, okay, I get it. I don't have that gospel scream my face out type of voice, but I'm also like, I want to do a show where it's mostly, I want to be in a show where everybody looks like me, just once. I want to be with the black people out. I want to see, them dance.
I want to see him twerking. No, that was stereotypical and wrong.
Oh my God. But you know what? Let's just say it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And what I would personally love is if the three of us having this moment right now can, in about literally within the next 5 years, say, remember that time we were sitting and we filmed?
Yes.
And we said we wanted to do a black show. Now look at us, all three of us in the same show together.
Yes.
Going like
Can't
this.
Keep them all exactly.
Going like this. Getting a production contract.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You hear that?
Absolutely.
Yes. We were specific.
Very specific.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, DeShawn, for being here
of course,
today.
Anytime. I'd love to come back. You guys are great.
You guys, if you ever get a chance to meet this boy, like, your life is blessed. Because he is one
Same
of the
about these two. Like, just wonderful, beautiful, amazing black men who are just absolutely amazing, heart, spirit, talented, and everything more.
Thank you
just
so much.
Happy to be in this
Yes.
energy here.
Be sure to like, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe. Enjoy the Tony Awards June 9th, I believe. If I'm wrong, that's going to be a correction down there. Enjoy those Tony Awards. We root for everybody black.
Yes, black
and all the other wonderful performers. We're joking, but everyone's wonderful. We're happy for everybody. Yeah. And how do we close, Mearcus?
The elevator to success is broken, so you must do what?
Take the stairs! Come on, Jennifer Lewis. Let's go.
As I'm sitting here looking like somebody auntie.
Yes!
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Take the Stairs. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give us a like, a share, and most definitely subscribe so you do not miss the wonderful content we have coming your way. Love you guys. Thank you.